All right, well, welcome back to Mountain Outpost pre-race Javelina interviews. I'm Andy Jones-Wilkins. And it is great to have Careth Arnold here on the couch. Careth, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Man, great to have you here.
So as somebody who myself has had a pretty insane year of racing, I think you might be a very big challenge to like the amount of races and the variety of distances and terrains and speeds that you've done. So how did you go about like deciding what you wanted to race this year, or did you just like pick everything?
Well, I started off kind of wanting to do something fast, so I did the Way Too Cool 50K. And then that kind of led into the Canyons 100K, and I had done Canyons 100K previously year and got the rollover golden ticket from MK in 2024. So I came back, even though I bested my time by 30 minutes, I was fifth, a spot down. You know how it goes
That's the sport these days.
But, you know, I wasn't so sure I wanted a ticket that year because I had High Lonesome on the docket. So after the Canyons 100K, I ran the Twisted Fork 68K in
Get your
Utah.
mountain legs.
Yeah, just to kind of see if my speed was still there, and it was still a fast 68K, and it was a beautiful race at somewhat altitude. And then after that, the High Lonesome 100K with Rachel, in which she smoked me, and I was humbled. So I was like, I gotta go for TDS.
You were terrifying. I saw it like the whole day. It's just like Careth is right behind me. Like, don't let up at all.
Yeah, you're amazing at altitude. So yeah, and then I did TDS, which actually, because it's not as high as High Lonesome, I was like, wow, I'm actually a little faster than I thought I'd be. And that was a cool experience. That was my first experience racing in Europe. Yeah, so.
And you won.
Yeah, I won the
First
TDS.
American
You won
ever.
the first American
Yes.
ever to win the TDS.
Yes, and it's a very challenging, beautiful, versatile course. So I felt like a lot of the races I had done building up to that really helped.
Yeah.
And then 9 days after TDS, I did the Hurricane 100K in West Virginia, and I was able to take the win for female there as
And
well.
set a course record.
Yeah.
Hurricane. We
For that
learned
direction,
Caleb
yeah.
Bowen was on earlier. He's a West
Yeah, and
Virginia
he's
local,
amazing,
and
yeah.
he won the men's side
He
of
was
that.
so fast.
yeah,
I
it was
remember
very
thinking,
cool.
man, I need to get faster.
So
Right on.
did you, at the beginning of the year, were you planning to do this one, or were you like a
I
late
did
sign
have
up?
no, I did have Javelina on. I think I decided like early spring to do Javelina. I kind of put it on. I guess it's something that just scares me. I know it's like I feel more comfortable in more verty mountainous races where
I
there's
feel
just,
you.
you know, I don't know, this loop system in the desert where it's fast and like flatter. It scares me, just to be real honest. So I was like, I should probably do it just to like experience that and kind of see what a runnable 100-mile feels like. You know, because you're so used to in mountainous ones taking like hiking breaks, and I don't know what the muscles are going to do when you just, you know, run for 100 miles. Like,
Yeah, you don't want to take any hiking
Yeah,
breaks
no
here, Careth.
excuses.
no, that's not the plan. Like, I'm hoping like there's no hiking breaks.
So I mean you're absolutely right. That is an insane year.
An insane
An
year.
insane year. Here it is. I'm so blessed to be sitting between the two of you. It'll be interesting to see how you play out when I fill out my Ultra Runner of the Year ballot. But let's talk about this race in particular. Have you been here before?
No. Oh, I did the McDowell Mountain Frenzy.
Oh, McDowell Mountain Frenzy. Okay.
2023. It was 10 weeks after I birthed my second child.
Oh, okay.
I
Wow.
did the 50K.
Got it,
Here.
okay.
So I have a little bit of familiarity with parts of the course. I don't know. I think we were on the Pemberton Trail for a little bit in that 50K course. And this park I've been to, but
Yeah.
I haven't done this particular.
So of that whole list of the year, perhaps the only thing close in terms of terrain was Way Too Cool, which has probably even got more vertical
Yes, it
per
does.
mile than this.
Yeah.
But so are you going in with like a we'll just see what happens in terms of the flat and fast runnable stuff, or do you have a little bit more of a plan than that?
Well, my plan is to just see how fast and far my body can go. I am kind of at the end of the season, so I do feel that, like the fatigue, that build-up fatigue is legit. But I like that challenge still. Like that's just an added element of challenge to this race. And my build-up was challenging because I had a lot of travel within the last couple months, and just your body wants to go into a little bit of a a rest season.
Yeah.
And the mountains are about to close out because of the snow, and you rather just be frolicking in the mountains, but yet like my training plan is like flat and fast in the garage
Tempo
with all
runs.
these clothes on, and you're like, come on, like the aspens are turning.
I know. Yeah, I listened to a podcast that you did where you were talking about like mountain season coming to an end, and as a Coloradan myself, I was like, there's no way I could do. I would just be like, well, I guess I'll just fail Javelina.
And it's so pleasant outside too, so you want to just be out like in the temperatures, and but anyway, you do what you have to do, and like I figured, what, I'll just see what I can pull off. Let's just try it, So
well, I would imagine, because you got 12th at States, so you were just outside of that top 10.
14th, yeah.
Oh, 14th? Okay.
Yeah.
But regardless, like, for you to be that close, like,
I was the fastest year too. So like Anna Loudon, she came in 11th at 17:50.
Yeah.
So it was
and
a very
that was
fast.
2 years ago?
Yeah, so that was
Okay.
2024.
So are you on the, like, ticket hunt?
I am now because I know I have a faster States in me. I
Okay.
was 9 months postpartum when I ran States, and I was breastfeeding, and it was my first 100-miler. So when I hit like mile 70, 75, I was like, why am I here? I didn't have a clear why because I had gotten a roll down ticket, and I was like, I should take it, right? But now my clear why is because I can run States faster. I know I can. So that's why I'm on the ticket hunt.
There's a short list of women who I feel like have that really high motivation to like get that ticket and get their redemption at States after like a not subpar, but like a performance that they know that they can do better.
Oh, totally. And I think that's the drive for it.
Yeah, you're definitely among that list.
Well, and if that was your first 100 and you've learned so much since then, I mean,
I have.
you could kind of go through, as somebody
have.
who's like studied the heck out of that course, you could find a place to shave 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 10 minutes there on a downhill section or on an uphill section, or a little scrap, shorten your aid station time. There's all kinds of things. You just got to get back to it. And I would say anybody who's been in anywhere like top 15 or 16, especially like you said, 2024 was it. I mean, the top 10 were all like under 17:30 practically.
Yeah, it was
What was your? Do you know what your time would have gotten
It-
you this year? Like what place?
It would have gotten me.
I mean, top
probably
10.
10th.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
10.
Man.
Yeah.
And it would have won the race maybe 20
Yeah.
times back in the day.
Yeah,
We
like
can't
4
talk about that.
Yeah.
4
Okay.
years ago, I would have gone top 3.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah.
But it's not what it's different now, and that's okay. And I think we all iron sharpens iron. We all get faster because everybody else is getting faster. But at the same time, it is a little intimidating. But you can only do what you can do.
Exactly. All right, you've talked about your kids. This weighs in. Are they here?
They
Do you have your
are.
crew? Are they
Yes,
crewing? Are they
yes.
going to be?
Are you dressing
hanging-
up as lions?
They are. I'm like, I just don't want too much on me. But they're dressing up as lions for sure. And my husband was supposed to be a male lion with a mane, but now he's decided he's going to be the zookeeper because it's a more comfortable costume.
That makes sense. Yeah, that
Oh,
makes sense.
that's a smart call on his part. Yeah.
Yeah, so they will be here. Yeah.
How many kids?
I have 2. I have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Boys, girls?
2 girls.
2 girls.
And they're
Make
so
sure you say hi.
cute. Like,
All
check
right.
out our Instagram because they're the cutest
So they're going to be
kids.
out. They're going to be here.
They'll be here,
each
yeah,
time you come
yeah,
around.
they will
And then
be.
who else is here helping you out? Is that
I
it?
actually have Nick and Lauren Curry
Oh,
that are
okay.
going to help. One of them's going to be pacing me for Loop 4. I don't know which one yet. And then I have a good friend that I dragged from Paonia with me, who's my
Nice.
one running buddy in Paonia that's going to come and pace me for the last loop. So it'll be a fun.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, geek out. What are you wearing? What shoes? You going to have a pack, handhelds? What's your nutrition plan? I mean, you've done all this stuff this year. You could probably run completely on fumes from all those races. But
That's not the plan. I ran on fumes for high some for the last 10 hours. I had a hard time eating at altitude. But I feel like I'm getting better and better every race, especially with fueling. And after I did the loop course at the Hurricane 100K, I kind of honed in my nutrition a little bit. And I feel it's easier with loop courses because you're like, this is how much I need to consume each loop, within this given time. So I've kind of, I'm doing that. I'm doing a mix of liquid calorie. It's a lot of NAC, the NAC boost with like some supplement electrolytes in there, and then boost gels, and then I have some caffeine gels as well that I'll be doing in every lap or so. And then
vest, handhelds,
I'm
belt?
doing a pack.
Okay.
So yeah, I have an UltraSpire waist pack that I'm gonna have one bottle probably in my hand until I finish it, and then swap it out with another one in my pack, which I'm kind of excited about because I'm like, yes, let's ditch the pack.
Yeah.
I've had the pack.
So,
I got
all of your races have been
It's so
packed.
nice to not have
all
the
of my
pack.
races have had like, well, most of them very significant required gear.
Yeah.
You know, between High Lonesome and then going to
TDS.
TDS was like, wow, this is, you know, it's a trek.
That is
Absolutely
heavy.
nothing required here.
I know. So I'm doing that, and then I'm trying to decide if I'm going to take a risk and go with a road shoe for this one, because, I mean, why not? Like, let's try it. I've tested out. It's the Vanish Carbon 2 from Ultra on some of my local trails that aren't super technical, and it does give me an added energy return that I'm like, you know what, I'll take this late in the season.
Speaking of Ultra, JP Giblin's going with the Experience.
Experience Wild?
No, not the Wild. It's a road shoe. The Experience.
The Flow?
The Experience Flow.
Yeah.
Too.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
the people always ask about half and half or road trail shoe.
Yeah. So I'll see. I do have a backup trail if I'm like after a loop, I'm like, this is not working
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
I'll just switch shoes. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just out doing a loop this morning, and I don't think you could probably get away with it.
Yeah.
I'm
we'll
glad
see.
that you brought a backup.
Yeah,
but I definitely don't think there's, especially after TDS and high-low,
Yeah.
like it's not even close to technical
Yeah.
on this
Yeah.
course. You mentioned a little bit of like ignoring the beautiful changing Colorado fall and like training heat in your garage, I guess. Like how are
Yeah.
you, because is Paonia,
We're at
cold
6,100
now?
feet,
Okay.
so we're cold. We've already had at least a few frost.
okay, how did you figure out how to train for heat despite the changing seasons?
Well, I talked to my coach a bit about it, and we kind of just did a lot of warm space heater in the garage, overdress sessions. I don't have a sauna super close by, so that wasn't a real option. So I figured I'd just do those. I mean, and it's a sufferfest. So
I can imagine.
Hopefully it pays off.
Yeah.
Because it was not very enjoyable.
Yeah, I'd imagine with kids though, you're kind of used to like treadmill.
Yeah, in the winter I'll do more treadmill just because, you know, the trails are closed. It's a little bit less impact than a lot of like icy road. And with early mornings where it's really cold in the morning, when I only have that time to run, like having a warm garage to run in with like, you know, a good series on or whatever is more inviting in the winter than, you know,
Yeah.
the road. So
All right. So what does a perfect or an ideal day at Javelina?
like in a perfect world.
Yeah, in an absolute.
Let's pretend your season didn't
You
happen.
could script it.
Okay,
right?
so like in a
You're-
perfect world, I just fly, and then like, and I pass David Roach, and I'm like chugging my nutrition, 160 grams of carbs an hour, you know, just singing a song, and everything's
Tell
going.
him that he's awesome.
Yeah, I will. I definitely will. I'm
As
just
you
like, "You're
blast
awesome."
past him in first overall.
Anyway, in a perfect world, but in like a secondary, you know,
Next best.
I hit between 15 and 14 hours. To me, that would be an awesome goal to make. So, you know, I'll take anything under 16, but I would be extra happy if I can hit in between 14 and 15.
And if the ticket happens, the
And
ticket
if the
happens.
ticket happens, the ticket happens.
Yeah.
I probably will do canyons regardless this year because I am on a mission to sub 10 at that race. I really wanted to last year, and I was like 10:05:56, and I was like,
Dang it.
so I'm working on that. I'll probably do that regardless. Just that I also really like that course. I think
Yeah.
it, you know, hits a lot of fun strengths that I have. So we'll see. I don't know.
It's also a nice, I mean, it's not early season, but for like a mountain person like yourself, it's early-ish before the big
Yeah.
summer stuff
Yeah,
gets going. so,
totally.
yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, I feel you on like the need for winter because it kind of gives
Yes.
you that excuse to just do
Ugh.
less.
And then your body needs it. Like, we're seasonal, you know? And I think, like, I had started with an early season. I didn't mention I ran a road marathon in February.
Oh my gosh.
I ran the Austin marathon in February before Way Too Cool. It was like a week and a half or 2 weeks
That
before
seems
Way
to be
Too
your
Cool.
MO.
Yeah, so
I need less than a week.
I'm ready for an off season. So only thing that's separating me from my off season is Javelina.
So after this, you're going to put your feet
Couch.
up a little
After
bit.
this, I'll probably do a lot more biking
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
maybe see what mountains that left that I can explore. I mean, the snow is still melting pretty fast on some of the peaks around me, so I might be able to get up into them
right
for
on.
a little bit more. But yeah, that's kind of looking forward to that, you know, and not having to be sweating in the garage.
Well, Careth, we are looking forward to seeing you go out there and race
Cool,
tomorrow
thank
with
you.
this great attitude of yours and this optimism. And after this season, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legendary. As somebody, again, who races quite a bit
Yeah.
myself, I was just like, what
Coming
are
from
you doing?
It's a really high compliment, Rachel. So
Yeah. Well, I'm not
I
doing
think very
I'm not-
highly of you as well.
Well, cheers. I just the TDS Hurricane double was like next.
Yeah, I mean, I also
level.
had to do that one because I wanted to see if I could run those 62 miles, and I did. I ran every single one of those miles.
Yeah,
like my body
that's so
towards
impressive.
the last couple loops was like, "What are you doing?"
Well, I'm still running.
Yeah.
But I was determined to run every single one of those miles.
Take that
so.
MO with you tomorrow.
Yeah, that's kind
You
of
got it. All right,
my
Careth.
fire.
Have a great one.
Awesome.
Thanks so much
for
for
having
coming
me.
on.
Appreciate it.
Take care.
Yeah.
Yep.